Okay, hello, how y'all doing?
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay, what is your name?
Yvonne Smith,
Okay, hi, Miss Smith. What borough do you live in?
Queens, New York.
Queens, New York. Why did you come to FPA-Foundation today?
I came to the
FPA-Foundation.
FPA-Foundation because I'm going through a situation dealing with my child with the TPR, and I feel I'm not getting any help. Nothing's been done informed correctly dealing with the case that I'm going through. So I just feel like by me coming here will be much. I hope it'll be much easier and relief dealing with this proceeding, the whole thing.
What agency are you dealing with?
NY-Foundling.
All right, so you're in New York Foundling. In what borough?
Queens, New York.
In Queens. Since having this ACS case, did anybody advise you of your rights as a parent?
No.
No? Did the caseworker tell you anything about your rights?
No.
What about your attorney?
No.
Do you feel as if your attorney is helping you on this case?
Not really.
Not really? When you go into the courtroom, is your voice heard?
No.
No one's listening to you? No.
No.
And it just seems like the agency is not working with you as a parent. It seems like they want to work against you.
Correct.
Have you complied with any services that the agency asked you to do?
They said I have, but nothing's been done, so I basically did it on my own.
Okay, so you went and got your own services because your agency didn't help you get any services.
Yes, they have it.
Okay, so you completed the services and the agency is still working against you.
Correct.
Okay, what message would you like to share with other parents out there that's going through this situation that you're going through? Has it been very stressful for you as a parent?
Stressful, sad, and to the point where it's not always good to give up. You got to have faith and hope. So in that way, to really want, if you got to get what you want, you got to fight for it.
So the message you want to tell the parents is to make sure that they fight for their children and don't give up.
Correct.
No matter what.
What happens, I don't care till your last breath, till the end of whatever it takes just to get the child back.
Do you think that New York Filing Agency needs to be investigated?
Correct.
You think so? Because you have complied with everything they asked you to do, and the agency hasn't complied with you.
Correct.
Okay. So hello, how you doing? What's your name?
Hi, I'm Keitha Stanton, and I'm Yvonne Smith's aunt, her paternal aunt. And I had Yvonne living with me from small. We're a big family here, but due to their professional employment and their jobs, especially their jobs, they cannot afford to, they travel out. Most of them have jobs that take them out of the state. So some of the family, it's very difficult to get them to help out Yvonne. I'm retired. I have tried, I've been several times. I have another sister that she's also came to give Yvonne support. Yvonne's dad, who's my brother, he also came to give Yvonne support, but he has illness that he cannot help help her raise the child. She also has a sister that she's also in school and working. She has her child also, but it's difficult for her to pitch in to help out Yvonne on a full-time basis. Yvonne has always traveled by herself when she was living with me. She's a very independent young woman. She takes care of everything on her own. I don't have to assist her. This is going back more than 7 years. She has been doing things on her own. I don't understand why they're giving her such a hard time to give her daughter back. And it's not fair. It's really unfair. And she loves her child. She used to go visit. They stop all the visits. It's like kicking us to the curb and don't care. All we're hearing is from one thing to the other that doesn't make no kind of sense. However you look at it, turn it upside down. And she wants her child back. That's the bottom line. I'm there also to help her. If she needs my assistance, I'm there to help her, give her support, mentally and physically.
Do you feel like the agency has supported her as a parent?
No, they haven't. Not from my observation, because I would go there on several visits. And they treat her like she doesn't even exist. They give all the preference to the foster parent. The foster parent, when she's supposed to drop the child off, instead, she would stay around and raise her voice talking so that Yvonne's daughter, Yamira, will hear her voice to move away from her real mother. And she was Yvonne on several occasions has taken the child out, which was supervised visits. And when you look around, you look across the street, you will see the foster parent turning up, and you wonder how she got there. You know, so I feel we were being stalked with a supervised coach and Yvonne with her child. But the two of them really have bonded. So I don't know where New York Foundling employees stated that Yvonne doesn't bond with her child.
Double standards.
Let me ask you this. What message would you like to share with the public advocate, the mayor, and the commissioner of ACS, Gladys Carry On, about your experience supporting her as a parent? You know, what message would you like to share with them? Because these are the people that's in power that can help you guys with this situation.
The message is, I don't feel that these foster care agencies are for the birth parent's right. They take away that right from the birth parent, and that is unfair. And I feel that the court system itself the family court system needs to be overhauled. There's a lot that I observed in there that I couldn't believe that I was in a court of law. It looked like something out of some cartoon. It didn't look real to me. And
could you tell me a little bit about that? Your experience dealing with the court system, what you observed?
On the first hearing date for the TPR, there was a referee there, and there was a new A-team lawyer, I think that's what you call them, the A-team lawyer, who knew nothing about Yvonne's case with her child. There was also a social worker who was assigned to help Yvonne, which most of the time Yvonne would call her, then she would call me and say, and if I'm allowed to use her name, is not helping her. When she calls, she's not answering the phone. The day of the TPR hearing, the social worker for Yvonne was present, and the new lawyer, A-team lawyer, who took over, I couldn't believe what I saw, what I witnessed. The A-team lawyer, she knew nothing about the case. The foster parent and the employee who was the supervisor, right? What's her name? Supervisor, what's her name? Therese. She was sitting next to the foster parent. When the referee asked the supervisor from New York Foundling a question, she could not give the response. So the foster parent would turn to her and tell her, and the referee would sit down and laugh. He made a joke out of everything. I was really appalled. On the part where Yvonne's time was concerned, the person who was representing her, the A-team lawyer, as I said before, and I'm being repetitious, she knew nothing about the case. And when it was her turn to go before the referee to respond to his questions, she had to turn around to get motions by hand motions to speak, to let the referee know. And half of the questions that the referee proposed to her, she had no clue what the responses were. So that is what caused us to decide we need to get someone to defend Yvonne properly.
So but you think that the family courts need to be reformed?
Yes, they need to.
They need somebody watching them.
To observe what's going on, especially before the referees. The regular judges who are assigned to the cases, they seem to be fair. But the referee judges, they have a problem. Something is not right.
Okay, well, any message you would like to share out there with the community about your experience supporting a parent?
Other family members need to get involved. Even close friends need to get involved. And let the state and the city know that they're paying these employees and they're not doing the job they were hired to do. They're allowing a lot of things to go over their head, and that's not right.
Double standards. Double standards.
Yes, double standards. She's right. Double standards, yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to share, Ms. Smith?
No.
No.
So,